Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today we're going to be breaking down this NBA slate, 9-game slate for February 5th, 2021. Before we jump into it, we'll go ahead and look at yesterday. Yesterday was a 2-2 night, so a little bit of a loss, but nothing crazy. Lakers and Warriors came through for us. 76ers and Grizzlies did not, but there's always tonight. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff, follow the socials, top of the screen, right, like this area. Oh, you can't see my mouse, but right this area. So also they'll be linked in the description below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the slate. We're going to start off with the Chicago Bulls taking on the Orlando Magic. You can get the Chicago Bulls minus 135, plus 115 for the Magic. 2-point spread on this one. Aaron Gordon is still out for the Magic, along with Carter Jr., Porter Jr., and Carter Williams. All of them are still out for this game. Other than that, everybody else should be solid. If we move ahead over to the model, for today there's only we're going to go a 3.3 or higher for the bets because there's only, if not, there would have only been about 3 bets that we could have done. So for this one, we are going Orlando Magic. The model has them winning by 1.3, so a 3.3 value on the value scale. If you wanted to grab plus 115, that would be all right too. That's a 1.3 value on a plus money bet. Next up, we got the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Indiana Pacers. I almost said Indianapolis. Once again, Karis LeVert out, TJ Warren out. Everybody else should be good. You can get the Pacers minus 115, minus 105 for the Pelicans. 1-point spread on this one. And going over to the model, they actually have the Pelicans winning this game by 1.8 points. So, well, this one was going to be a bet because it was going to be a 3.3 value bet because when the model came out, when I was scheduling this video, Pelicans were at 1.5, plus 1.5. Now it's plus 1, so it's only going to be a 2.7 value. So we'll probably still leave it up if you guys were able to get it at that. But plus 1, it's more of a lean now than a bet for this game. Next up is the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton is questionable. Love and Nance are still out. Other than that, everybody else should be good. And you can get the Bucks minus 600 plus 460 for the Cavs. 10.5-point spread. And for this game, I'm not touching it because the model has the Bucks winning by 10.5. So it's a 0 value on this one. Not interested at all. So going to go ahead and pass on this game in general. Next up, we got the Toronto Raptors taking on the Brooklyn Nets. OG Anunoby is out. Other than that, everybody else is in. You can get the Nets minus 190 plus 165 for the Raptors. 4.5-point spread for this one. And for this one, we actually have the Nets winning by 0.8. So grabbing the Toronto Raptors at plus 4.5, it's a 3.7 bet, so it's going to be the third best bet on the slate. But for this one, we're grabbing the Toronto Raptors. Next up is the Utah Jazz taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Looking at injuries for this one, Terry Rozier is questionable and PJ Washington is out. Other than that, everybody is in. You can get the Jazz minus 365, number 1 team in the West, by the way. And the Hornets plus 195, 8.5-point spread on this one. And the model has the Utah Jazz winning by 4.2. So grabbing the Charlotte Hornets plus 8.5. It actually has gone up in value. This one's actually going to be a 4.3. Originally, when the model came out, they were a plus 7.5. Now it's plus 8.5. So that gives it a 4.3 value. So this is going to be the third best value on the slate now. So going ahead and grabbing the Charlotte Hornets. Next up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. For this one, Karl-Anthony Towns is still out. SGA is still out. D'Angelo Russell is questionable. Naz Reid is questionable. Trevor Ariza is questionable. Other than that, everybody else should be fine. And this one's actually a pick'em. It's giving Oklahoma City a little bit more of a favorite, minus 115, minus 105 for the T-Wolves. Other than that, I don't know why I said other than that. But for the model, going to this one, it actually has the Minnesota Timberwolves winning this game by 6.6. So this one actually went up in value too, because when the model came out, T-Wolves were -1. Now it's a pick'em. So definitely grabbing the Minnesota Timberwolves in this one. 6.6 value going to be the second best on the day. And I do like going after T-Wolves tonight. Next up is going to be our best value play on the day. We got the Washington Wizards taking on the Miami Heat, minus 260 for the Heat, plus 220 for the Wizards, plus 6.5 spread on this one, or 6.5 point spread on this one. And for injuries, Thomas Bryant still out, Gordon Dragic questionable. Other than that, everybody else is good. And we actually have the Washington Wizards winning this game by 0.2 points. 6.7 value on this one. So grabbing the Washington Wizards plus 6.5 is an easy bet. I'm even going to probably try to sprinkle a half unit maybe, or a unit on the Washington Wizards money line at plus 220. I do like going after that one as well. But Washington Wizards is going to be the best play for today. 2 games left. Next up, we got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Phoenix Suns, minus 325 for the Suns, plus 270 for the Pistons. 8 points spread on this one. And in terms of injuries, very, very small. Dario Saric is still out. Jay Crowder and Wayne Ellington are questionable. Other than that, all the starters should be good and up and ready and going. Going to the model for this one, it has the Phoenix Suns winning by 4.7, so grabbing the Detroit Pistons plus 8. It's going to be a 3.2 value, so borderline for this one, which will probably be a lean and a game that I'm probably not going to end up betting. But we're going to go ahead and grab the Pistons plus 8. Last game of the day, and it's not really that good of a value one. It's going to be the Boston Celtics taking on the LA Clippers. Minus 260 for the Clips, plus 220 for the Celtics. 6.5 point spread on this one. Jaylen Brown is questionable. Marcus Smart out. Pat Bev out. Going to the model, it has the Clippers winning by 4.2. So grabbing the Boston Celtics plus 6.5 is going to be the bet for this one. It's only a 2.3 value, so it's a lean at best. I'm not really going to be betting this one either. So most of my bets are going to be earlier on in the day, but leaning the Boston Celtics for this one plus 6.5. Going over all the best picks again: Magic plus 2, Pels plus 1, Raptors plus 4.5, T-Wolves pick'em, Wizards pick'em. The rest of them are leans, so bet them if you want, don't bet them if you want. But those are not going to be our official bets. But that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, make sure you like. All of our bets, if you missed them, are over on that side. All the sports that we cover, I think I just need to add UFC on that side. All of our socials are right there. Also, they'll be linked in our description below. And if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. I want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money.